Here's the top 5 3-year-olds from this past weekend. Let's start down in 5th place with a tie. A couple of horses not stepping out of stakes action, but looking pretty good. First off, Sorcerer's Silver, debut winner for Dale Romans in West Point, the number 8 here in the Golden Black of West Point. I had trainer Dale Romans on Racing Across America on OTB TV last Saturday, and I had to ask him about this debut runner from West Point Thoroughbreds and Company. Here's a little what Dale had to say.
I really like this horse. He also seems like a quality 3-year-old, and he came to me kind of late. They bought him at Timonium, gave him a little break, and we've liked everything he's done. And I didn't find out he was Florida bred until we started shipping down here. So, I thought he was a solid open company horse, but we might as well take advantage of being Florida bred and run in the restricted race.
Subsequent to that interview, Sorcerer's Silver put in the good-looking win, being challenged early and pulling away late. He wound up with an 84 buyer in that effort. Also at number 5, River Thames. 2 for 2 now for trainer Todd Pletcher, a 94 buyer in the debut win, going 6 furlongs, and we're seeing him here pulling away last weekend in the white. That garnered him a 92 buyer for the mile follow-up. So a couple of nice performances down at the bottom of our list from non-stakes performers, but you would have to think stakes will be in the future sooner rather than later. On the stakes side of things, the Withers in New York on Saturday. Captain Cook was the winner, number 6 in the green, 2 for 2 since being picked up for $410,000 at a November auction, and that was after a 6th-place finish in the career debut at Churchill in October. Trainer Rick Dutrow seemed to indicate that the April Wood Memorial might be next. That race is the same, 9 furlongs, as Saturday's Withers, where Captain Cook earned that 94 buyer figure. Citizen Bull wins the Bob Lewis this past weekend. The 2-year-old champion looked very good in his 3-year-old debut, but didn't really get challenged in the small, but admittedly talented field. Can't really knock it too much, though. A solid 98 buyer in the win, but we hope to get maybe a look at something more competitive before that first Saturday in May, so we get a little more of a barometer on Citizen Bull and what happens early if there's a little bit of a challenge. Gate to Wire wins the Swale. This was the first try on dirt after 3 turf tries and 1 on synthetic. Going to be the number 5 here in green. Again, winning the Swale this past weekend. Trainer Todd Pletcher said he was looking to try similar company as what Gate to Wire faced in the recent 5th-place finish on Tapeta, but that race didn't fill. So shrugged their shoulders and tried the Swale. Looked pretty good on the dirt, but has yet to try 2 turns, if that's even in the future. In the Swale, he earned a solid 93 buyer. And finally, at number 1, Burnham Square, the Holy Bull winner. He was undefeated in 2 starts since adding the blinkers. He's in the red here, moves by Tappan Street. Trainer Ian Wilkes, really seemed to be giving credit to the equipment change and the blinkers being added. So undefeated since that equipment change. The Holy Bull was the first try around 2 turns. He winds up with a 90 buyer that was improved from a previous high of 86. There are your top 5. Well, actually, with a tie at number 5, your top 6 3-year-olds from this past weekend. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment.